Alrighty, welcome back to the next episode. If I had to guess, I don't think we're doing too well. We've lost basically everybody. We only got two people left, and one of them's like a creepy nun lady. So we haven't really figured out any new signs. I think we can take pictures now and see like black bubbles around people. But other than that, we're just looking at this goofy guy right here, and then we're gonna continue on. So, good afternoon. You're watching the news. FEMA is currently assisting victims of the quarantine zone attack. Due to the overcrowding in existing facilities, the agency has made the following decision. Evacuated residents will be temporarily housed in buildings on the outskirts of the city. Fortunately, local homeowners are cooperating with FEMA and have offered shelter. As of this report, only a portion of escaped individuals have been located. Thankfully, a new identifier has been announced by the officials earlier today. Bleeding gums. Okay, so when we check teeth, we can look for bleeding gums too. If an individual showing this condition comes to your door, do not engage. Wait for the scheduled FEMA patrol and report the suspect to relevant authorities. And remember, stay where you are and await further instruction. That's the latest for now. Up next, a special report on a dangerous new cult. Okay. The visitors aren't just hiding among us, they may be infiltrating our very thoughts. Multiple cities have been reporting outbreaks of organized cult activity. Charges against them include ritual sacrifice, worship of unknown deity, and possible ties to visitors themselves. According to these new reports, the cult has taken public stand against FEMA. What began as harmless evangelism has now escalated into direct action. Some experts believe that this cult may even be responsible for the recent violent incidents in the city. Viewers are urged to avoid contact with those so-called new believers. Aiding or sympathizing with any cultists may result in arrest or criminal charges. That's the latest for now. Stay tuned. Okay. Check the radio. Amen. This is an evacuated resident speaking. If FEMA kicked you out like they did us, we're sheltering in the basement of a burned house. It's close to the hermit's place. We don't have much food left. Without more, we'll starve. If anyone can spare some food, please help us. We really need it. Our Father who art in heaven. So how do you like the house? It's wrecked, child. Wretched child. The walls are crooked. The layout makes no sense. Tell me, did you purposely assign me the most pitiful little room you had? The furniture is old and sagging. Probably been made a meal of by the moths that have taken up residence. Couldn't even have a cross and make it a proper room, could you? Why did you test me, Father? Okay, well, let's test you real quick. Start with ears. What the fuck they say about ears? Start with teeth. You ain't got no damn teeth. Be not afraid. Sins are not something that can be chewed nor savored, child. I swallow them whole. Let's look at eyes. Alright, well, you ain't something amiss. It's all but mark of wariness. If not, if you only knew the sins these eyes have witnessed, child. Don't be shy, man. Go ahead. What happened to your father? We already talked about that. Who the hell is this guy? How long will you be staying? Worry not, homeowner. We won't be any trouble. We appreciate your hospitality and don't wish to anger you. We've done so much. You've done so much for us already. We'll stay in this room and pray quietly. We need some rest. Our journey ahead will be long and hard. You look scared. Are you afraid? You're observant, homeowner. Unlike my brothers in faith, I still struggle with this fear. Doubt torments me. What lies beyond life? What does it feel like? Our mentor teaches us it's neither heaven nor hell, that it's something else, but I can't seem to grasp it. Even if even he doesn't fully understand death, will we ever truly understand her? What if reaching her isn't enough? What if she is truly beyond comprehension entirely? But I dare not question our mentor's will, for in his eyes I see confidence and understanding. He asks us to embrace faith and steel our resolve to be ready. Only then will we cross the rivers of the dead and mountains of bones and reach her, death. Lost souls, just like the countless others who walk this blighted earth, we yearn for peace and stillness eternal, and we have found the path to her, death. Why do they tremble before her? Is it truth, the unknown they fear? Truly the unknown they fear, or the lashes of dogma burn into their souls? For millennia, we've clawed at the veil, seeking life's meaning, and its answer was laughably simple. Death is our purpose, and we are her followers. Okay, well, don't kill any of my people, please. Nobody's in here. Nobody's in here. Nobody's in our bathroom, right? So. Let's go ahead and order some more stuff. 279482. Call. We've only ordered one thing. It's hard to tell if it likes you or not. Does this help us? Like, figure out who's bad? Because there's somebody in here. Oh, that didn't do anything. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck this cat does. Okay. Well, TV's nothing more. Too many bad memories in our dresser, like always. It's an ugly ass cat. I didn't check in the basement that time. Finally, some kind of shelter. What happened to your eyes? I saw something unspeakable. I won't dare describe it. For who dwells on what the mind bursts when it breaks? It's always just in front of me, burned into the darkness. There are no words for the ancient dread that tore through my soul. Trust me, I've seen it. You have done the same. You mean the Pale Man? You really think the Pale Man is all it would take to rip my eyes from their sockets? No. Oh no. There's something far more worse out there. Bigger, stronger. It can't be named. It follows the scent of burning flesh and reaps what it's sown. That thing was never meant to exist. It shouldn't exist. Thank you. Maybe now I can finally get some rest. Damn. Will it be hard to sleep without eyes to close? Probably. You feel that? Change is haunting you. So am I. And now, one of your ilk is deathless. All because of a word. One single word. But what word is it? You know who I mean? Yes? Strange things happen around you. I don't feel anything. Must be tough. Sounds like you need help. Why don't you try something new? A gamble of sorts. If there are at least 2 of us inside your house, will you open the door for me? Because dogs reside in their bodies now. I don't understand. It's simple. Let's give it a try. But first, you alone? No, I'm not alone. Well, well. Even we are a rare sight now, let alone your kind locked in their walls. Change isn't the worst thing coming for you. You don't think I lead the pack, do you? There are far greater things out there. I simply follow orders. Well then, until we meet again. Hey, has a girl in a poncho with purple hair been here? If you're looking for the brothel, no. You... We don't have anyone like that in here. She's my daughter. I haven't been able to find her since all this shit started. We were supposed to leave this place. Then that abnormal heat wave hit. I passed out, and when I woke up, no one was home. No note, no trace. My daughter had just vanished. Where do you want to go? Somewhere FEMA can't reach us. Far away from here, basically. See? They're kind of looking for me because I know too much about them. Maybe those bastards took my daughter. Maybe not. If they did, they won't touch her. It's me they want. Just let me crash here for a couple days until FEMA leaves the area. Then I'll move on and keep looking for my daughter. Hell, I'll even tell you everything. I know exactly where the visitors came from. Come in. Thanks. There are many people left today who actually hear folks out. People like you are the ones who make it through the nightmare, because you and I were immortal. I don't know how I feel about that. Hello, resident. I'm in a bad fucking mood, so I apologize in advance. There are so many jackasses out here. I hope you're not one of them. What are you talking about? Everyone, really. Look how messed up his teeth are. All of them fuckers who only kept in check by faith or whatever other bullshit stopped them from killing each other. After their gods died, there's nothing human left. Now they're just fucking animals. As if this shit with the visitors wasn't enough, now we have to deal with them too. Fuck. What's got you so wound up? Don't take it personally. It's just all this shit with the sun and now the fucking visitors. It feels like humanity's right there in the casket next to God. And I'm angry. I just wanted to lead a normal fucking life, you know? I wrote music. No one has any use for that shit anymore. Now I'm just trying to become part of either camp. Come in. Don't worry, I won't be a bother. You got some messed up tea, so you ain't no visitor. And no, I won't beat up anybody up. I turn my anger on myself so no one else has to suffer. Alright, now we got a lot of fucking people in the house. FEMA officers stand over dead bodies. One of them is jotting something down on a tablet. Can a handful of people stop a horde of starving animals? Unlikely. Oh my god, two female officers stand by a lamppost staring at a hanging man. Looks like they finally gotten around to the main attraction of the area. They look like clueless detectives, must be wondering how he got up there without a ladder. Well, I can't help him there. An armed visitor hunter holds a group of survivors at gunpoint. He's probably stumbled on them by chance. You hear snips of shouting and crazed voice yelling. Who will survive in the new world? Not those guys. Okay, well, no one else is coming, so we might as well get to bed. Did somebody die? Yep, smells like somebody died tonight. Good afternoon. Now for the news. The situation in the city is gradually stabilizing, but some refugees still remain at large. Meanwhile, corpse disposal operations have resumed, though new challenges have emerged. According to the latest reports, a pack of stray dogs have been roaming the streets. FEMA has deployed a team to address the threat. The agency has also announced a new identifying sign of potentially dangerous individuals: skin irritation. The investigation into the attack is still ongoing. Whether the... What am I looking at? Oh, skin irritation. Okay, we saw that on what's her name. Whether the attack acts alone with which remains unclear. However, there is no doubt that FEMA will contain both this and the ongoing visitor threat. If you have any questions about recognizing visitors, the FEMA hotline is open at 00451. Anyway, stay where you are, and as always, wait until further. And that's the latest for now. Up next, a report on the unfolding situation in the equatorial belt. Troubling news from the countries in the equatorial region tonight. Widespread wildfires, extreme heat, and droughts are devastating multiple nations. Recent reports indicate temperatures are so high that contact with the ground was enough to cause third-degree burns. Damn. The death toll remains unknown, and evacuation is certainly impossible. Our government has so far been unable to establish communication with authorities in the affected regions. However, once conditions allow, FEMA officers will be deployed to assist with disaster relief. That is the latest now. Stay tuned for updates. Okay. Who died? Hey, nobody in here died. That fat ass dude. One of these guys died. Nobody in the bathroom, right? No. Okay. So, the fat ass guy has some crooked ass teeth, so we don't gotta worry about him. To everybody listening, FEMA's trying to jam all signals to keep things under wraps. They want to hide everything that's going on in the city. They're trying to blame it all on the psycho who killed everyone in the quarantine zone. Who's killing everybody in the quarantine zone? I know they talked about it. If you're still in the city, get out. It's not safe. Avoid FEMA patrols. They're killing to kill. They're going to kill you. Run while you still can. Alright, FEMA's killing people. Alright, we talked to you. How about you? Fucking shit. Well, have you calmed down? Well, I lose steam quickly, but as soon as I remember something that pisses me off, it sends me right off again. I used to be more easygoing, you know? It was hard to offend me or to push my buttons. Now all it takes is the smallest spark to make all hell break loose. And why should I stay calm anyway? Maybe my rage helps keep me sane. At least I don't worship the oh so mighty sun like these dumbass stupid fuckwits. They think the sun is gonna save us? Give me a fucking break. It's fucking killing us. Way I see it, we're all a bee's dick away from the fucking void. But do these fuck knuckles get that? Abso-fucking-lutely not. Okay, I'm good. I'm calm. I'm done. Thanks for listening. We talked to her already. Oh Father who art in heaven, why don't you leave if you hate it so much? You think I'd choose to set foot in this forsaken place? Had the monastery survived, I would have never left its unholy walls. I don't care for this pile of rotten rubble. No. Were the choice afforded to me, I would never have trespassed here. This house reeks of murder and death. Lord knows, you probably enjoy wallowing in it. Just smiting down anyone who you deem, or just smiting down anyone you deem a devil. You might even be one yourself, horns and all, just waiting to sprout. But I shall endure these transgressions. The whole Heavenly Father watches over his flock. Okay. Who are you? Man, I'm dying for a drink. What do you mean when you said we're immortal? Well, you can shoot yourself in the head and you see for yourself if you want, but I recommend against doing it if I were you. Of course, we're not immortal in the way you're thinking. After death, we reincarnate and live again. Then we die once more, and the cycle of rebirth continues. I know how it sounds, but if you'd seen what I've seen, you'd understand. Maybe the visitors were once human and then reborn. I can't say for sure, but I know how this shit works. I'm certain nature keeps plenty of secrets from us, but I'll find my daughter one day. I'm not sure if I'll do it in this life or the next, but I will, because we never truly die. I knew you'd say that. Let's do eyes. I haven't slept in days. Okay, your eyes look good. Let's check your eyes. Okay, your eyes look bad. But let's check something else. Let's do photo. Photo didn't look bad. I don't know who's the visitor then. Never checked this guy. So tell me, what do you see? You don't want to know. Trust me, it's a mercy not to know. I thought if I could stop seeing, it'd be free of that thing, but it's carved into me now. I still dream. It's always there. It visits often. I'm gonna give you a ticket. I'm just gonna be sure, because who knows. Alright, let's get a 279482. See if we can get something else. 2 cans of cat food, please. Let's get some cat food. Thank you for your order. Be expecting it. I don't know what we use cat food for, but we're gonna feed the cat. We already did that, right? Alright, nighttime. We have so many people in this house, man. Oh my god, what's going on? We need more people. It's the only way to avoid you know what I'm trying to say. Where are the people you took? Cut the bullshit. The world is about to end. Keep playing games and we'll take everyone in the house. What's it going to take to fix all this? 2 more people. We're not taking people you have in there, just 2. Then we either find a way to eradicate the visitors or we never meet again. The feeling is mutual. So you're not alone? Must be hard for you, for us. How do we check a district when there's nobody living in it? Alright then, goodbye. The doors are still knocked down. What's going on? Let us not waste time. How fair, my flock. Yeah, they're still alive. Wait. They're all dead. You took the only chance from us. Goodbye. Well, they didn't die. What is he talking about? I'm back. Tried to find someone I mentioned, no luck. But I went through a few houses. This place is crawling with visitors. Did FEMA give up on this town or just this block? How do you spot a visitor? Hell, same way you do, I bet. The TV and radio spell it out for us. One sign's enough to put them down. I don't hesitate for a second. Since I'm here, tell me. Do you know a stocky guy who wears a blue denim jacket? He's got a kid, little kid. Not sure how old. His wife, well, fuck the wife. The house burned down, haven't seen him since. Show me you're not the only one of... You're not one of them. Any part of you will do. You got a gun? Fuck if I care. We both go down shooting then. I guess show eyes. Come on. Use your damn... Open them wide. Not showing any signs. Huh. Great. Just fucking great. You realize what just one normal visitor can do in a single night. One slip up and everybody's dead. You're clear for now, but I see anything even slightly off about you, I'm putting one between your eyes. Not now though. Got bigger shit to deal with. Hi, for rest delivery here? Accept it. Thank you. Have a good night. I'm gonna die. Yep, no one's left. Is this because of the dream? Good afternoon. You're watching the news. The situation in the city remains unstable, and the recent lockdown still remains in place. However, a new threat has emerged. Members of the cult have been sighted on the outskirts of the city. Some suggest that they may be preparing a ritual which appears to involve open flames. FEMA believes the group may have been directly involved in the recent attacks in the quarantine zone. Unfortunately, due to ongoing situations, neither FEMA nor the military can spare a dedicated task force at this time. If any cult members approach your home, call FEMA hotline immediately on 000-451. To assist in these troubled times, the agency has announced a new identifying sign: fungal growth in the underarm areas. As always, stay where you are and await for future decisions. An update on the conditions of the poles. The sun strikes yet again. Scientists have released troubling new projection on the global climate. If the current heat wave does not subside, melt waters from the polar ice caps may lead to catastrophic flooding. Researchers continue to investigate the cause of the ongoing climate anomaly, but no answer so far. That's all for now. Stay tuned for updates. No one's here. What happened to everybody? Did we kill everybody? Well, we can't talk to nobody because nobody's here. Hate to see it. See if we can get any more food. I don't think so. Okay, yeah. You can only deliver like every 3 days, I guess. See if FEMA can tell us anything else. Kitty, kitty, kitty. His little face is hard to read, but you're pretty sure he's happy. You have a strange feeling you can sleep peacefully tonight. It feels like your furry friend has shared one of his lives with you to say thanks. You know, maybe death will pass. Who knows, maybe death will pass through your home tonight. Yeah, well, we ain't got no visitors, so we gotta sleep anyways. I guess let's go drink a beer because we ain't got nobody to talk to. And with that, we're gonna go ahead and call this episode. We will see you on the next one. I guess we really can't, right? Because we have to figure out if we can save, because we haven't saved. So we need to get another save point before we call it, right? Either way, I'll see you in the next episode. Peace. Alright, welcome back to the next episode. We figured out a few things about the visitors that help us out a little bit. So we know they have fungal growths, which means under their armpits and stuff they can get fungal growings, I guess. We also know that they have something going on with their ears. I'll never figure it out. But either way, it's at the door. Help me. I've been shot, not gonna last long. Who did this to you? Fucking FEMA pigs got me. I was climbing the fence, made a run for it. They shit shots, these assholes. Every bullet missed except one. Went clean through. Thank fuck for that. But shit, I'm bleeding like a stuck pig. At least my guts aren't spilling out. Not that that'd be much left to spill. Hurts like a bitch to laugh. Tell me about the FEMA quarantine zones. Picture an empty fucking parking lot, fenced off with a couple tents scattered through. Then fill the empty space with a big ass shipping container they shove people into every morning like cattle. That's your FEMA quarantine zone, and their security is a goddamn joke. Didn't even need a plan. I just waited for the right moment and climbed the fence. They're busting in here. You can tell they're preparing for something. Well, I guess the moment I chose wasn't totally right. One of those pigs turned and saw me, then he started shooting. I dropped straight off the fence into a puddle, then fucking legged it. Okay, you can come on in. Thanks, seriously, I owe you one. Glad to see you're not like your neighbors. Well, we need at least one guy, because if not... Tell me this would be your last... They told me this would be your last little chat. Everything is coming to an end, either by our hands or by your own. What do you mean? I'm telling you what I was told, that's all. Do you feel it yet? Death creeping closer and closer. It's breathing down your necks already. Why do you keep coming here? You're just now thought to ask that? Have you considered that you are chosen? Ha ha ha. They send me for a reason, to change something, but the outcome's always the same. You'll die. If not today, then tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then later. You will disappear. But now, have you let any of us into your home? I got rid of anyone who didn't belong. Why so tense, clinging to life like that? What's left that matters? You're all alone now. So, are you alone? Not alone. Running, always running from those like me, from the truth. Why? Why are you clinging to it? Everything will be over soon, so why resist? Uh-oh. Even days later, the house remains empty. Everybody avoids it like a dark omen. Many rumors swirl that the number of those who called it home the house, just like the final traces of its owner, have been lost with time. No relatives ever come to collect what was left behind. The homeowners simply vanished as if they never existed at all. Everything that belonged to them is lost, worn away, or forgotten. Why do people disappear so completely? Once death finds you, the proof you ever existed begins to fade almost immediately. Belongings, creations, thoughts, memories, emotions all dissolve into the void. We got a free life, didn't we? So why aren't we coming back to life? There's no more you, only nothingness. As if you were never part of this world to begin with. We kind of got screwed there. This puts us back when we saved, right? Yeah, this is back when we saved. Who's still here? Okay, this is back when we got cigarettes. Alright. Well, I guess I'm gonna call it there. This is gonna be a shorter episode, but I'll have to probably edit this episode with other episodes, but we're gonna call it there. Peace. Alright, welcome back to the next episode. We figured out a few things about the visitors that help us out a little bit. So we know they have fungal growths, which means under their armpits and stuff they can get fungal growings, I guess. We also know that they have something going on with their ears. I never figured it out. But either way, it's at the door. Help me. I've been shot, not gonna last long. Who did this to you? Fucking FEMA pigs got me. I was climbing the fence, made a run for it. They shit shots, these assholes. Every bullet missed except one. Went clean through. Thank fuck for that. But shit, I'm bleeding like a stuck pig. At least my guts aren't spilling out. Not that that'd be much left to spill. Hurts like a bitch to laugh. Tell me about the FEMA quarantine zones. Picture an empty fucking parking lot, fenced off with a couple tents scattered through. Then fill the empty space with a big ass shipping container they shove people into every morning like cattle. That's your FEMA quarantine zone, and their security is a goddamn joke. Didn't even need a plan. I just waited for the right moment and climbed the fence. They're busting in here. You can tell they're preparing for something. Well, I guess the moment I chose wasn't totally right. One of those pigs turned and saw me, then he started shooting. I dropped straight off the fence into a puddle, then fucking legged it. Okay, you can come on in. Thanks, seriously, I owe you one. Glad to see you're not like your neighbors. Well, we need at least one guy, because if not... Tell me this would be your last... They told me this would be your last little chat. Everything is coming to an end, either by our hands or by your own. What do you mean? I'm telling you what I was told, that's all. Do you feel it yet? Death creeping closer and closer. It's breathing down your necks already. Why do you keep coming here? You're just now thought to ask that? Have you considered that you are chosen? Ha ha ha. They send me for a reason, to change something, but the outcome's always the same. You'll die. If not today, then tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then later. You will disappear. But now, have you let any of us into your home? I got rid of anyone who didn't belong. Why so tense, clinging to life like that? What's left that matters? You're all alone now. So, are you alone? Not alone. Running, always running from those like me, from the truth. Why? Why are you clinging to it? Everything will be over soon, so why resist? Uh-oh. Even days later, the house remains empty. Everybody avoids it like a dark omen. Many rumors swirl that the number of those who called it home the house, just like the final traces of its owner, have been lost with time. No relatives ever come to collect what was left behind. The homeowners simply vanished as if they never existed at all. Everything that belonged to them is lost, worn away, or forgotten. Why do people disappear so completely? Once death finds you, the proof you ever existed begins to fade almost immediately. Belongings, creations, thoughts, memories, emotions all dissolve into the void. We got a free life, didn't we? So why aren't we coming back to life? There's no more you, only nothingness. As if you were never part of this world to begin with. We kind of got screwed there. This puts us back when we saved, right? Yeah, this is back when we saved. Who's still here? Okay, this is back when we got cigarettes. Alright. Well, I guess I'm gonna call it there. This is gonna be a shorter episode, but I'll have to probably edit this episode with other episodes. But we're gonna call it there. Peace.